Dark Magician, meet the Dark Magician girl. Now all my fan fictions could be real. Yo, what is going on, Twistificates? My name is Damien and welcome back to another Minecraft mod review. Today we're checking out the Yu-Gi-Oh mod, or the Duel Monsters mod. This mod adds in a lot of cool things from Yu-Gi-Oh, those including Millennium items as well as mobs such as the Dark Magician and the Dark Magician girl. This mod was suggested by Crane Defect. If you have a mod suggestion, remember to leave it below in the comment section, as well as smack the like button for this awesome mod. Anyways, let's get started and take a look at what we have in this mod. Now, one thing I want to mention before we get into the mod is that this is a work in progress mod. The only reason I'm doing it, even though it's so incomplete, is because of the suggestion by Crane Defect. So I definitely want to start reviewing mods that you guys suggest, so remember to leave your comment below and suggest a mod for me to review next. Anyways, let's get started by first taking a look at some of the Millennium items. First, let me put on my armor. Okay, so we have some Millennium items, those including the Millennium Puzzle, Eye, as well as the Necklace and the Scale. Now, these items currently don't have any usage, but they do have recipes, and they do add in a nice Yu-Gi-Oh feel to the game. So let's go ahead and select our items here. So here we have the Millennium Necklace, the Eye, as well as the Puzzle and the Scale. Now, the Scale, you're supposedly supposed to put it down onto the ground and use it for, I really don't know what at the moment, but it does have a crafting recipe, and you could craft it by placing some Millennium Shards with the Pharaoh's Essence, Obsidian, as well as some string on the corners. But this is not important considering that there's no use for it, so I will not be going over the crafting recipes for the other items. But we also have the Millennium Puzzle, Eye, and Necklace, and this could be basically be worn as armor. So basically the puzzle and the eye is like a helmet, the puzzle is a chest plate, as well as the necklace could also be part of the chest plate. But as for now, you cannot wear any of these items, so it does not currently work. Like I said, work in progress mod, there's a lot of bugs and a lot of things that needs to be fixed in the future, but definitely cool and adds a nice feel to the game if you like Yu-Gi-Oh. So let's go ahead back into our chest and grab some other items, those including the Millennium Key and the Millennium Rod. Now, these are the two most powerful items that are added with this mod, and this is basically a Millennium Rod that has 15 attack damage. Now, to put that in perspective, a Diamond Sword has 7 attack damage, so this is more than twice that of a Diamond Sword. Next, we have the Millennium Key, which is 7 attack damage, which is equivalent to the Diamond Sword, but these have definitely a lot of cool abilities. So let's go ahead and spawn down an Iron Golem and try and take him out using the Millennium Rod first, and then we'll take a look at the Millennium Key. So let's go ahead and spawn down the Iron Golem. I'm using a texture pack, that's why he's like looking pretty awesome with this kind of dark armor. Looks a bit like Iron Man, so I'll definitely link below my texture pack as usual. But anyways, let's get started by hitting him, and as you can see, it does 16 damage on him, even though it says, wait, does it say 15 or 16? It says 15, but it does 16 damage, so definitely substantially a lot more than 2 Diamond Swords. So we take him out in a few hits fairly easily, and we get our iron. So that's basically that. You can't really do anything else. It's basically just a weapon or an axe. It looks like an axe, so I'll just call it Millennium Axe, but it is a Millennium Rod, of course. Alright, next we have a very, very cool item called the Millennium Key. Now, the Millennium Key is basically used to melee as well as to destroy items. Now, I am in I'm in survival mode if you pay attention, and I'm going to place down some obsidian here. I'm going to make a wall of obsidian and show you how the Millennium Key works. Alright, so let's go ahead and make a wall. There we go. And let's also put some diamonds or something on this side, and some gold. Alright, so we have our wall kind of made over here, and let's go ahead and use the Millennium Key. But first, let's test it out on an Iron Golem. So let's spawn on the Iron Golem and take a few hits at him and see how much damage it does. So, yet again, it has one more attack damage than it states in the actual thing. So this one says 15, but it does 16. This says 7, but it does 8 attack damage. So definitely stronger than the Diamond Sword. So let's go ahead and kill this guy fairly easily. It doesn't really have a chance or stand a chance against me, even though I'm on survival mode. Alright, so back to our wall. So we have our wall made out of obsidian as well as diamond and gold. So let's go ahead and mine out our blocks. So this Millennium Key basically works as a diamond pickaxe as well as a diamond sword. So that's pretty cool. So as you can see, I'm mining out this obsidian fairly quickly. Alright, so let's go ahead and mine out some of the diamond. There we go. And some of the gold. Now, another cool thing that you might not know is that this is actually a really, really OP tool. So let's go ahead and just build back our wall, and I'll demonstrate that. So if you now right click, you can see that this basically destroys any block with one hit. Now, that might be OP. Well, actually pretty much is very, very OP, but it does do damage to you, and if you don't have full hunger, you will go down in heart. So definitely you have to have a lot of hunger or just full hunger so you don't take any hurt from using this Millennium Key. So let's go ahead and just destroy all these blocks. As you can tell, nothing really stands a chance. It's basically like you're in creative mode, and you still get the diamonds and you get the blocks back as usual. So you can easily mine out any block that you like. And I wonder if you can mine out bedrock. I have never actually tried that. So let's go ahead and go into creative mode and mine out some bedrock, or try to. So let's go ahead and get some, what's this, grave rack? Not really sure what that is. Alright, I haven't been keeping up with vanilla Minecraft too much, but I'm pretty sure I don't know what grave rack is. Let's go ahead and search bedrock. Bedrock, there we go. And where did grave rack go? Let's see. Get some of that. There we go. So I think this is, what is this? Grave rack. Is that a mod, or? I'm not even sure. Okay, that's pretty weird. Alright, so let's go ahead and just grab a few of these. A full stack. There we go. And swap out back into survival mode. And okay, let's do this. So let's punch this and see what this is actually. Alright, I'm not too sure what that is. Okay, so here's the bedrock, and let's use the Millennium Key to kind of destroy this. So let's go ahead and right click, and there we go. We destroyed bedrock using the Millennium Key with one hit. So that's pretty OP. Definitely an item that you do want to craft. So to craft this item, you basically use some of the Millennium Shards, Ferrous Essence, and a gold ingot, or 2 gold ingots, to create the Millennium Key in this exact configuration. Now the Millennium Shards can be acquired by basically placing some golden ingots around the Ferrous Essence, and the Ferrous Essence can be acquired by killing the mobs that are available in this mod that I will show you in just a second. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the crafting recipe for the Millennium Rod. Now, Millennium Rod is basically crafted using the Millennium Shards. Here we have the Ferrous Essence, gold ingot, and an obsidian at the top. Obsidian basically kind of balances out the recipe, you know, so it doesn't really, you know, make it too OP, since it does do a lot of damage. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our items back into the chest and take a look at the Dark Magician's Staff and the Staff of Bones. Now, these two items don't really do any damage at all. They basically have no attack damage except one, because all items have one attack damage. But the Staff of Bones, excuse me, basically is supposed to light stuff on fire if you right click, but it doesn't do that since it's a work in progress yet again. The Dark Magician's Staff is dropped by the Dark Magician, doesn't have any functionality, doesn't really do much, so these are just basically decoration items, just items to add a more Yu-Gi-Oh feel into the game. Definitely a pretty cool addition, but has no useful abilities. So let's go ahead and get some different items from the chest. Let's put some of these away so our inventory is not cluttered. There we go. And let's access our second chest. So these are some miscellaneous items that really have no functionality. Well, excuse me, these actually have functionality. Let's go ahead and grab some of these items. And now, like I mentioned before with the Ferrous Essence, now the Ferrous Essence, like I said, could be gathered from killing the mobs in this mod. But you can also gather them from getting the artifacts. Now, when you get the artifacts, there is the sword artifact and there's a shield artifact. You just place it into your crafting grid or your crafting table or whatever your crafting grid you're using, and you get the Ferrous Essence, and you get 4 of them for the artifact. Now, I'm not sure how you acquire these artifacts because they're not dropped by the mobs, but definitely a cool addition to acquire Ferrous Essence. Alright, so next we have the Blank card and the Dark Magician card. So as you can see, this is basically a Dark Magician card that shows the attack damage and the defense points for this card. Currently it does not work, and you cannot summon the Dark Magician using this card, but it is, yet again, work in progress, but a cool addition to the mod to add a better feel into the game. This is a blank card, which you supposedly should be able to add Yu-Gi-Oh to, and kind of add the attack damage, defense damage, and, you know, be able to spawn your custom Yu-Gi-Oh, but yet again does not work because it's a work in progress. So definitely a cool addition. Yet again, has no functionality, just adds in a cool feel into the game. Alright, last but not least, we have our wait, that chest is empty. We have our mobs that are in our inventory. So let's go ahead and grab our weapon again, the Millennium Key, since it's super powerful, or maybe the Millennium Rod, or maybe both. Let's go ahead and grab both and spawn down our mobs. So let's go ahead and switch into easy mode and kind of go across the river here, if you guys get that, and spawn down some of our mobs. So let's go right over here. Alright, so this is first the Dark Magician. So Dark Magician immediately starts attacking you. He does take like sunlight damage, much like a zombie, but let's go ahead and spawn him in the shade so you can see how he looks. So this is basically a Dark Magician. He has a staff and everything. Looks pretty cool for a Minecraft skin. And let's go ahead and just kill him very quickly. There we go. It doesn't really stand a chance. As you can see, he drops some Ferrous Essence. And where's the Dark Magician? There we go. Another one pretty much died by the sunlight. Here's the Dark Magician girl. Even though she's the Dark Magician girl, she does attack you very fiercely. She doesn't have a staff or anything like that. She just has her normal skin, and she basically dies in one hit because she only has 16 health. How much health does the Dark Magician have, actually? Oh, he has 20. Okay, so just a little bit more than the Dark Magician girl. All these slimes are really annoying. This is a slime chunk that I freaking are in right now, and this is really, really annoying because they're all spawning everywhere. So let's go ahead and run away from that and spawn down our last mob. Now, our last mob, I did not actually get the eggs for, or spawn eggs. Let's go ahead and go back into game mode 1, creative mode, and grab that. So last but not least, we have the spawn, or excuse me, the Dark Magician of Chaos. Now, the Dark Magician of Chaos is basically like a really souped up version of the Dark Magician, and he does not contain a staff or anything like that, but he looks pretty cool. I believe he's in the original Yu-Gi-Oh series as well. By the way, guys, this is based on the original Yu-Gi-Oh series, if you're wondering, not Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal or Yu-Gi-Oh! GX or whatever you guys call that. I've never really watched those. I only watched the original Yu-Gi-Oh! So let's go ahead and just kill this guy. He has 10 health, lower than the Dark Magician girl and lower than the normal Dark Magician. So let's go ahead and just whack him across the head, grab our Pharaoh's Essence, and that's pretty much that. So pretty short mod, guys, really work in progress, but like I said, I only did this mod review to basically show you guys that I'm doing mods that you guys suggest, and I am listening to your suggestions. So definitely leave a comment below suggesting a mod for me to review next. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to take 1 second to drop a like or a comment below, as well as share this video to your friends so they can become a Twistificate too. This is Team Twist, and I'll see you later.